Hey, yeah. Uh, Good morning, everybody. Uh, Again, I'm gonna improve a little bit my rhetoric. I I will be nicer today. Well, I will try to keep nice always, okay? Except for when I won't have to. All right. That thing about mugwumps. Okay. Then today I have another point. Okay, just yeah, great to be here again. Uh, it's a beautiful Sunday. I have a lot of plans, so I am completely positive today. That's why I go tolerant and nice. All right. Well, just yeah, in the society everywhere have a lot of just obviously different people. Nobody is to blame, or just to. Um, um, Despise or just like to judge immediately just because yeah, people maybe they need time. Depends, every person uh, is different than the other. Obviously there are people who just saw more, uh, searched more, uh, experienced more, and there are people who are maybe young, maybe still need to discover things, to still gain awareness, experience in life. This is normal. It's not the same somebody my age than somebody way younger than me or somebody way older than me. Just yeah, years lived, just obviously um, um, life shows more or less things, depends. Somebody young maybe needs more uh, guidance, more uh, needs just to have to be patience, just to show them, to teach them, to yeah, to guide them, to be correcting their mistakes and knowing how to do stuff, how to manage and everything. Because yeah, that's what is really important about getting things better, growing up. Okay, someone just young, then it's not delicate. They're young. They need information, they need teaching, they need advices, they need yeah, they have to sensitize them. All right. It's about that. Then you cannot just punish immediately someone, or just get rid of them, or just eliminate them or isolate them. Well, just people, especially young people, when they just they make some mistakes. Sometimes they can just even go with intention, because there is still much innocence in them, and by sometimes they can just even cause intentional accidents. Can be um, curiosity. It can be just like maybe they are still in a state of being rebellion, etc. That's how they learn, because when you crash by our acts, the reactions that we get, so then it's a new experience. It's a new thing. It's one new information. That's why uh, people can just be forgiven by being guilty, or by making just a mistake, because uh, a lot of people do, especially young people, do things without having an explanation. Maybe it's the explanation that they need, that's why they do it, or maybe they do it, they are not aware, or just they without knowing that they need explanation, but it's exactly what they need. They try something to say what comes afterwards. Okay, fine, great. So one thing very important to just start improving, to catch a direction, and to get a personal way or method or um, mm, when it comes to doing stuff, ideology. All right, ideologies can be just like ideology of thinking, ideology of um, yeah, political ideology about life. It's everything is about ideology, labor, everything. All right. So then, what can make it started? Well, I'm not talking to people like my age or above, because those who experienced a lot, mhm, that's different. Okay, even when there's something new or something just to explain, it's just easy because, well, life showed to some people more than the others. I mean, old ones are not like young ones. Young ones are the, yeah, more important because they still need a lot or everything or very much. All right. Well, where was I? Yeah, one thing just to start having your direction, your personality, your way, your ideology at all aspects, because ideology doesn't mean only politics. Ideology can be just a concept of life, about entire things according to your view, okay, your vision. So every person has to have his own vision, his own explanation about everything, ideas, etc. Toward everything. All right, that's. But then this starts uh-huh, when just you manage, you calculation. All right, so calculation is, yeah, starts. It seems like a very much mathematical thing. Okay, it is, but calculation can be just in a number of things. If not in a number of things, in everything. All right. So when you are doing something, I don't know, with your school program, at work, we at sport, everything. There is a calculation, time, and the objective. Yeah, what you have to do in during what time. You have just to control this, to control everything. When you calculate, you have, I don't know, something to do during 2 hours. You know how many things you have there, how many time you have. So then you have to be calculated. All right, calculation is very important to proceed or do anything, regardless of what kind of thing it can be. All right, but you have just to have present in your mind. You have to know this, to be aware of it. Don't ignore it. To- that's why you see, for example, young people mostly, or certain irresponsible people, just like they live without calculation. They just that's why something maybe needs half an hour. They don't know if it's 2 hours or three or 15 days or just 2 minutes or never. All right, they live without calculating. That's why most of them become maggots, just because yeah. Uh, mhm. I how to, I describe this. It's a point. I don't have, I think, the adjective for this. Yeah, people who live without calculation, they're just so innocent, so useless. If you don't calculate, if you don't watch, if you don't have everything under control, time, what you need, and you have to make it at least comes meeting, the stuff that you have to realize or do, and the time that you need. you have just to have that method. Yeah, you have to have that skill. You have 2 hours for certain things by having ability presented always calculation. So you have to make it at least in that period of time that you need, at least, or less, or before. So the more that you are into calculation and you really want to just do something in a period of time, then you can go way too far with everything, and you can be going uh, higher and higher. That's how you grow up, doing things well organized, calculating, organized. Because when you calculate, you become more organized, more mm, more serious in just in a sense of yeah, of a responsibility. It become responsible, and that's how you keep improving yourself. Just uh, you go every time a step or a couple of steps forward, because uh, you are treating something seriously. All right, but I am gonna off the music. Vamos tú, sandalias estas, macho. A ver, esta los que tengo ahí ahora sí, porque el fin de semana pasado he tenido muchos problemas aquí. Yeah. Everybody, I don't know. Uh, I don't. I'm well. I'm aware of what I'm talking about, but that I don't know thing I use a lot. I don't explain it. Just I don't know where I found it. Well, anyway, yeah. You wanna be improving? Take what you do seriously, okay? And be calculated. You go to do something. There are people just like, go, and that's it. And you are there. Just I don't know, if as if you were sleeping, all right, or dreaming. You don't understand, because now calculation awareness is involved. All right, then that's why people don't know what they need, how if what rhythm they will yeah, they will use or have at every moment. Can be, I don't know, you need 2 months to succeed in some exams, for example. Then don't take the rhythm or calculate the period of time, or just you want to do something. You have 2 months. You won't just work in a way that you need to succeed in 1 year. I lose something here. Yeah, well, if you have to attend an exam in 2 months just to get succeed. So just you have to work the way that you bring that success in 2 months. Don't just not have calculation and go and work in a way that it will need a year. When you go in 2 months, then you fail, because you are not good at calculating. This is one supporting example of this, yeah, of this point. All right. So if you want to start having your way, being efficient, yeah, at everything, then you have to be good at calculation. You have to calculate. You don't need just to calculate when you are just studying or doing a math issue, but calculating is everywhere. Everywhere you go, so then calculate what you have and then try to make it be just for the period of time that you need, and what you have to do has to come to meet each other. All right? That's how I see it. So, yeah, those who don't calculate, they're very much likely to become mugwumps, to be used by a smart or a stupid person. Because, yeah, no calculation, they just leave. I have one word that I can describe those who don't calculate with, but it will be almost almost a crime. Will be so offensive. That's why I prefer just to save it this time. And those mugwumps start calculating, taking things seriously, and don't waste time. And try to calculate to make things still in a shorter time than they may, or try have one thing do for 2 hours. All right, they to just to go faster at improvement, try to do it in 1 hour and a half, for example. Try to save half an hour or 1 hour, or I don't know, just like race. Will you go for a competition? I don't know, 5,000 meters athleticism. All right, there is obviously always a world record. There can be a world champion, for example, without going even close to world records if they don't have good competitors with them. All right? But a champion who calculates, he will or she will try to break the world record, to be the first one that they have achieved such a thing in history before, before anybody. All right? It's a calculation. When you go, you have something there, so you have to calculate what rhythm you have to take, how to behave, how to act, and everything. Because people who calculate go way too far at levels at everything. But people who don't calculate, maybe they have abilities, etc. Then by not calculating, so they're as lost as those mugwumps. All right, just this can help make something of someone at improvement level. So if you present calculation and you go everything that you have to do as an obligation or responsibility is just like a challenge. Okay, you are challenging all the time because you want to reach yeah, the target. Well, target can be a lot of things. Target, can be a person, can be anything. I am a target by some people. Here in social media, there are a lot of people just like watching me. I know from different countries. All right, I don't know because those people are just yeah, they calculate. They they watch things. They're just into a number of things. They're calculating, and that's something as important and good as this thing that I'm explaining, because people know what they do. They have a rule, they calculate, and they just, yeah, they're there always, constantly calculating, watching, improving, registering, taking notes tirelessly. That's how it works. That's good. So, and there are people, I don't know. They want to go to for hamburgers, or I don't know, to eat kebab or drink, I don't know, 9,000 beers this evening because they calculate things which are mm, useless, meaningless. Just yeah. Um, all their stories about vacuous project, emptiness, zero. That's why they don't do anything so good, because they live without calculating something important. All right, just irresponsible. All right, that's why. So to improve your direction, your stuff, your way, your method, so you have to be good at calculating. Present calculation every time. Yeah, every time with everything that you do of importance, and well, everything in general. And then this is it. I come very soon with another episode. Well, I will start. Something I have to say. Well, apart from next month, it's when I want really to be so vicious. Not vicious, just bad, but vicious with these things. Now I'm just coming to you back after so long that I wish you so much, that I missed you so much. All right, and then uh, I will keep uh, get it along with you, because I have some big consideration in depth to yeah, to people from all over the world. So my word, you will be hearing it here. I will let you know about my inner voice. All right. So then, mm, take care. See you next time. Till next episode. All right.